What's up, guys? My name is Elden. Welcome back to another KOH video, and let's just jump right into it. To start this off, I want to admit that I was like, what, wrong? Uh, I got the dates mixed up. The actual dates for the Broken Kingdom, or whatever they're calling this, is actually going to be the 19th. So next week, the 19th of this month of November. The 31st was for the events on the Facebook page. That's when you're going to get the events stuff. But yeah, there's a couple of new things that I want to go over in this video. The rest of the stuff that is in this patch that is still in the last video. If you want to watch the last video, all of that's still valid except for that date that I had said. So the new district area, since we have more information about this now, is actually 8 through 13. So we have a total of 13 new areas or new districts, and they will only be unlocked after you beat normal difficulty of 7-7. So it is what it is. You should be able to do that fairly easily, probably within the first day, honestly speaking. The only thing that's annoying is the harder difficulties until you build a unit that can actually solo them. But yeah, so that's going to be fairly point and dry. Added new rifts in the Adventure District appears sporadically when clearing districts. 5 new monsters have been added to the newly added Adventure Districts, and they will be obtained through rifts. So there's pretty interesting one. The Masked Owl 3-star. He looks pretty cool, or she looks pretty cool. Crypt Golem, Stone Gargoyle, Boglet. Boglet's interesting design, and then Vine Puppet. I'd probably have to say the Masked Owl is the coolest out of them all. I don't know their skills or anything like that, but they do look fairly cool. But we do know the skills of the Nat 5s. So the guy that I want, Suzuku, he actually is pretty good. You know, I'm happy that I've been saving for him. Like, I love his skill set. I like the design. I love him even more. The first skill is actually going to be called Sky Splitting Light. Employs your weapon with fire, attacks a target enemy. Successful hits have a 40% up to 60% chance to inflict continuous damage on the target for 1 turn. Successful crit hits have reduced the cooldown. What? Successful crit hits reduce the cooldown of a special move, Sky Splitting Blade, by 1 turn. Sky Splitting Blade is his 3rd skill. So his next skill, skill 2, Pellet Torment, throws a concealed fiery weapons at enemies within the target area to attack. Successful hits have 30% up to 45% chance to inflict the following debuffs for 1 up to 2 turns: HP block recovery and speed reduction. So this is actually pretty good. Like, he's going to be good for PvP tower. Pretty much anything. It seems like, other than like Fafnir 12 or whatever. Attacks. So the 3rd skill, Sky Splitting Blade, attacks target enemy with an increased crit damage by 20% up to 30%. Successful crit hits have reduced the target's attack gauge by 40%. If you kill the target, all your cooldowns are reduced by 1 turn. That's pretty interesting. I actually like that. So just make him a really big hitter, like a nuker, essentially speaking. And then this 4 skills, which really sold him. Even though I already wanted him, now I want him even more. Suzuku has Reaper's Protection of Revival. If Suzuku's HP becomes 0 in battle, he will revive with max HP. Occurs only 1 per round. I don't know, 1 per round means, like, that's kind of broken if it's like per game or per round. Maybe if he's getting nuked down by a Esperanza, that's what they mean. Like, they can revive and then possibly get killed again by the Esperanza. I'm not sure, because Esperanza has a chance of moving twice, or other units that have a chance of moving twice. I'm not sure. Or because with the pincer attacks, maybe if they kill him originally and then the rest of the attacks don't go off, the rest of the attacks then go off and then they kill him. Possibly speaking. I'm not sure. We're gonna have to test that out when he gets into the game, because I'm summoning. You already know I'm summoning for him because I've been saving for him. That's pretty much it. The rest of them, I don't really want to go over the rest of them. They do look pretty cool in their own right, but it's gonna make this video way too long. But yeah, and the next one I do want to go over is actually a Vipaf, because I actually want to get her. The Dark Guardian. So her first skill is actually called Reaper's Scythe. Swings the Reaper's Scythe to attack enemies within a target area. Successful hits have a 60% chance, up to 75% chance to block HP recovery of enemies hit up to 2 turns. The Dead Attacks the Living with a Curse. Inflicts damage on a target enemy. Successful hits have a 55 chance to reduce the duration of active buffs on a target by 1 to 2 turns, or up to 2 turns, and increases all of its cooldowns by 1 up to 2 turns. That's actually pretty interesting. Okay, so she does have a summoning skill too. Summons the third skill, Descendant of the Dead. Summons the dead to attack enemies within a wide area. The skill damage increases when the enemies have lesser HP remaining. Successful hits have up to a 50% chance to confuse the enemies for 1 turn. Vesper's attack contain a curse indolence. Successful hits a 30% chance to reduce speed. So she has a pretty interesting skill set. She is going to be more PvP oriented from what I could tell from right here. They did miss a chance for her to actually summon units, like the actual units, to be revived. And then, like I said before in my previous video, they possibly having like a turn, like an extra turn to go back before they become unsummoned, or they like the summoning dies off. That would have been cool, but this is all right. It is a missed opportunity, but maybe in the future she'll get a buff. I don't know, but that would have been very, very cool. But other than the characters that came out, so we have added 3 new conditions. Confusion afflicts the target with confusion, automatically moving the target to a random location and immediately ending their turn for whatever number of turns that confusion lasts for. However, for sleep, stun, and reduced mobility, the target ends their turn at their current location. If provoke or confusion are applied at the same time, confusion is applied first. So provoke gets cucked, essentially speaking. Poison applies both continuous damage and reduced speed. Can be used with continuous damage. However, poison does not stack more than 2 times. That is very interesting. So you can stack poison twice, and then can stack continuous damage whatever X amount of times continuous damage can be stacked, and it also reduces their speed. So you can potentially nuke them down more, and then when they actually get a turn, they just die from continuous damage. So this will be mainly used for tower and stuff like that, most likely, and also Altered Realms. That will probably be the case when it comes to this new skill effect. I'll reflect debuff. Debuff that was meant to be applied to the target is reflected back to the attacker. Only debuffs are reflected and incoming damage is received. However, provoke debuffs from dungeon bosses and Guild Wars defense towers cannot be reflected. There's also a pretty good kit to have type of thing. It will be good in tower, like hard UA hard, where monsters do land on debuffs a lot, and it will also be pretty good for PvP in certain scenarios. So all the new characters will have their hidden strength thing unlocked. Interesting. Okay, now I'm more excited for the hidden strength thing. So all the new characters will automatically have it, so they could get even stronger and more annoying. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, so they balance the 2 of the rune sets. Counter rune set, counter attack probability. The current is 15%. They changed it to 20%, and vampire. Now HP recovery is from 30% to 35%. That means my Esperanza will live even longer, and that's going to be more annoying for me. For other units to attack me when I'm attacking them. Attainable room groups changed. So now, god damn it, now I gotta do fucking Sealed Armory. I haven't been doing Sealed Armory, but they changed it. So Fafnir's Nest gives you life, charge, havoc, swift, vampire, and regeneration. And now Sealed Armory gives you Prophet, Stone, Resistance, Counterattack, Earthquake, and Explosion. I've been trying to get Explosion runes from Altered Realms. I have a really good 6-star one, legendary 6-star one. The rest of them are okay, but I've been looking for them. But now I actually have to make a team that does it quickly. So much work. New rune sets will be included in the new dungeon that will be added in the future. So do we not get the new dungeon off the get-go? So it says we add in future. That's interesting. I don't know, I could be wrong, but that's a very interesting thing to say, that we aren't necessarily getting the all the runes from dungeon plays, but we're probably going to be able to craft them or stuff like that, or get them from like altered realms for a bit. The one other thing that is pretty cool is the new summoning feature. So you get to select what you want to summon, and then it has X amount of days before you could switch it. So 1 time per month, you could select 1 5-star water, fire, tree, excluding combination heroes as your 5-star summon. When a 5-star hero is summoned, the selected hero will appear first. So no matter what, I'm getting him. That's pretty much what it's saying. No matter what, you are getting this unit. But yeah, and I have a bunch of skill stuff for him too. So we'll be watching that video when that shit drops. 5-star Lilith can be required through the Journey of Growth event. Please check for details in a later post. So we get Lilith for free. Yeah, that's actually pretty cool. I haven't summoned her, so that's actually very useful. And I do need more fire attackers. That's the main reason why I was saving for Suzuko. Okay, so they added a battle button UI where it makes it easier so you don't have to go to the main map and then scroll down the map. It makes it into a line. I'll throw up the image right now. And it's easier just to select the areas that you want to actually attack or go to. So it's just quality of life type of UI update. And that's about it. Everything else has been covered in the last video. Again, my mistake about the date that this is going to be dropped. I got confused with the event date that is going to receive the rewards for said event. But thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to follow me over on Twitch. I'm currently not live on Twitch, but I will be in the future, and you definitely want to catch that. So follow me over there, and also don't forget to check out my social media. You'll see this cool little animation going across the screen right now, and that is the cue to go follow me all over my social media. If you want to watch that video, you could actually click the eye icon that's popping up in the top right corner to take you over to see how I actually made said animation. Again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later. Peace. Bye-bye.